First of all, thank you, Richard, for setting the bar high. And also, he beat me to it, but I do want to thank my mother and wish her a happy Mother's Day as well. So, happy Mother's Day. Okay. Now, July 22nd, 2014 was an ordinary day for me until around 2:30 p.m. The phone rang, so I picked it up. And on the other end, I heard a voice say, "Hey, Mark, it's Andy Samberg." That's right. 10 months ago, Saturday Night Live star Andy Samberg called me on the phone. We talked for about 35 minutes. We exchanged a few laughs. Then I hung up and started writing. Let me explain. Andy Samberg and I aren't close friends yet. As an intern at USA Today last summer, I had the opportunity to interview several celebrities. Samberg was one of them. There was also an Oscar winner and an American Idol winner. And every time I heard a celebrity's voice on the other end, I had to stop myself from blurting out, "Is this really happening?" But yes, it was really happening, and I have the School of Communication to thank for it. Now, I'm not bringing up my celebrity interviews to brag. And to clarify, I have not spent my entire undergraduate career schmoozing with A-listers. I have had the extraordinary opportunity to write for USA Today for 2 consecutive summers. Separately, I interned at Allied Integrated Marketing, where I planned events and worked at advanced movie screenings. And I've just finished an internship with the Washington Post, where I've been hoping to work ever since I learned to read. These internships all look great on my resume, and I'm very proud of them. But there are more important things in life than resumes, and I'll take much more away from being an SOC than just the professional accomplishments. So I hope you do too. I'll remember the countless hours I spent writing, talking, and laughing with my friends at the Eagle, AU's student newspaper. I started there during my second week at AU. I went to a meeting, expecting to meet a few people, maybe get some email addresses, and I walked out with a full story assignment, no questions asked. The people who worked there were willing to give me a chance, and I'm very happy to say that it paid off. And the Eagle also brought me some of my closest personal relationships as well as journalism experience. So I'm thankful for it as much more than a resume item. I'll remember waking up at 6 a.m. one Saturday morning each April to prepare for the Social Learning Summit, DC's largest social media conference, alongside my friends and colleagues in AU's Social Media Club. Several professionals told me that this conference was the most satisfying and diverse they'd ever been to. But the most rewarding part was seeing people talking, laughing, and learning during a conference we'd been planning for an entire semester. Hard work pays off. I'll remember spending entire weekends huddled around a computer in McKinley, finishing up group projects. I'll remember events and club meetings and casual conversations and spontaneous run-ins on the quad. I'll remember the people I've met and the memories I've made. I can't put them on a resume, but they're important all the same. Student organizations shape my experience here, but I'm also grateful for the faculty who brought their wisdom and energy to the classroom. It was a pleasure hanging out with and retweeting Professor Scott Talon, who has a bigger social media presence than most of his students combined. It was an honor to work on my capstone project with Margot Suska and David Donald, 2 of the brightest investigative reporters in the country. And a special thanks to my sports writing professor, Don Marcus. After taking his class, this athletically challenged journalism major is just as athletically challenged, but ever so slightly more knowledgeable about this thing some of you call sports. Now, my stories and your stories are different, and I'm not here to pretend otherwise. But I hope that hearing what I've done reminds you of a time during your experience at AU when someone extended a hand, or taught you something new, or gave you an opportunity, or made you see the world in a new way. A job is one thing, but an experience is far better. Soon, these experiences will be memories, and yes, some of them resume items. Our goal is to take the knowledge we've learned and use it to make a positive impact on the, quote, real world. Now, I expect someone will tell you today, if they haven't already, good luck in the real world. That's very nice of them to say, but don't listen. We have lived in the real world since the moment we were born, and what we did here at AU matters. The School of Communication taught us to be thoughtful about what we see, hear, and say. We came for training in the field of communication, but we leave with the ability to communicate. So don't worry if you haven't interviewed a celebrity or landed your dream job yet. Celebrities aren't everything, and our dream jobs are out there. But right now, you're here, you're done, and you're graduating. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, you're on the right track. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2015.